goals to Centrals, and we've only had 90 seconds of football. This is fantastic stuff. 2 to Wilson now, and Centrals are in front at 8-1 to Norwood, 7-5. Bill Baum must be wondering what's happened, what's gone wrong.
He's not the only bloke that's wondering what's happened, and there you see it, bouncing straight through. Well, I can't believe this, David. This is incredible football. If someone had said to me halfway through the first term the Centrals would be in front 2 minutes into the second quarter, I would have said you're crazy. But that's the situation. They're 2 points in front.
Can they sustain it now? Warren Button need to get to the side of advantage. Lachlan overruns it. In goes Button once more. Turnbull gets pulled and gets the free kick. Plucky Greg Turnbull, just attacking side of centre. Goes to the outer side. Lachlan left unattended. Ball doesn't quite reach him. Gives Vivian the run of it. He swings it back with his left foot. Close to the line. Which way is it going to bounce? Kept in play by Stemper, but now out. And the boundary umpire will do the work. Well, there it is. 8-1 Central Districts, leading Norwood 7-5. 15 minutes into the first quarter, and you couldn't believe that that would be the score. The throw-in will be Button and Moore.
Moore with a tap. Ball to ground. Comes out towards Van Dommel, towards the half-forward flank. Dunstan there. Also Stemper. He's brought to ground and holding the ball. Michael White the free kick, and Centrals have already booted 3 goals in this first 2 minutes of the second quarter. Wright once more put them into attack with a massive kick into the square. Wilson over the top. The bounce of the ball, but this occasion is offline and a minor score, and Centrals advanced to 8 goals 2, Norwood 7 goals 5. This has been incredible football in this first 3 or 4 minutes of the second term. Centrals have taken the ball away from centre, and they've booked $1 million. The kick-off comes towards Nicholson in the back pocket, back towards Winter with a long handball. Wilson coming in. Winter in trouble, gains possession. The long handball to Turnbull. He's also tackled by Hart. Wilbur Wilson, the crumbs in towards goal. Wilbur Wilson's kick, unfortunately, has hit the post. And a minor score, but Central's doing everything right at the moment. And they go to 8 goals 3, Norwood 7-5.
Yeah, mistakes creeping into the Norwood defence now, under pressure. And Central certainly applying the pressure in this second quarter. And Norwood defence, as the Central District's defence did in the first quarter, is crumbling under that attack. Winter goes to the outer side, looking for Button, who taps it on cleverly. It's going to be taken by Vivian. He gets around Turnbull with superb pace. Kicks it high now towards centre-half forward, all right in the middle of that. Gets the ball fisted clear. Chance, however, for Van Dommel. Leaves it behind. Gives Adler the opportunity to get clear for the Redlegs. Well shepherded by Jenkins. Adler kicks, but the mark in defence has been taken by Stephen Baum. Stephen Baum, who was given the runaround in the first quarter by Lachlan. Stone also had to be shifted off Lachlan. Lachlan had a brilliant first term, kicked 3 goals. Baum chips to the centre of the ground and finds Big Moore. Terry Moore with the ball. Goes to the outer side. Stemper in front of his opponent, marks quite comfortably. Plays on, the handball to Dunstan, running through centre-half back. Puts it on its way towards centre-half forward. Barton sandwiched between 2 Central Districts players, but it's Big Moore in front to take the mark.
His kick comes towards the centre wing grandstand side. Over the top went Pryor. To Gillies. He dummies well. He hasn't been Central's worst player. It's a bad handball. Puts Van Dommel in heaps of trouble. Turnbull coming in. Van Dommel did it well. Goes to Rose. Back to Hart. Here's an opportunity for the Dogs. The kick's on its way. He snuck it in. He certainly has. A magnificent goal in by Hart. That's his third. First in Central's 9-3. Norwood 7-5. Dogs comes to Stone. Earnshaw ducks the head, in trouble, holding the ball. Unfortunate. Got one a little bit high. Had to fight 3 Norwood players, but was penalised holding the ball. And the free kick will be taken by Keith Thomas, number 7 of Norwood. And Norwood, I think, are in fact stunned by this brilliant opening in this second quarter by Centrals. Can they gain their composure? Thomas goes short to Jenkins at centre-half forward. Jenkins at centre-half forward, some 40 to 50 metres from goal. Going against this very slight breeze here at the parade. Ideal conditions for football. Jenkins taking plenty of time, favours the drop punt. He'll get the distance. Has it got the accuracy? Well on the umpire. I think he's got both. He has. Jenkins boots his first goal, and Norwood are back. 8-5, showing the Dogs 9-3.
For the life of me, Ken, I can't understand how a man can get into the open space like that with no defender within 30 metres of him. Jenkins did it well, but a bad mistake by the Central's defence. 8-5 Norwood, trail Central Districts 9-3, 4 points in favour of the Dogs.
Bythene versus Button. Umpire Hilton puts the ball down. It's Bythene with the tap. Comes to Gallagher, who's been a quiet player. In turn to Turnbull, to Graham Dunstan. Towards centre-half forward, looking for Lachlan. He interfered with Bum, no free kick however. Barton, cleverly to Michael Ace. Michael Ace in towards goals. The goal umpire going to his left-hand side. Unfortunately for the Legs, a minor score, and they advance to 8-6. Central Districts 9-3, 7 minutes into the second quarter.
Former state full-back Billy Cochran to bring the ball back into play. Hart makes a lead, but he ignores that. Goes to the outer side, looking for Bythene. Andrew Ace up against him, can't mark. Vivian Court, beautiful tackle by Ace. Play on, says the umpire. Ball clear to Bohm. Bohm's hurried kick into the open spaces at centre wing. Dunstan overruns it. Van Dommel brought to ground. Chance for Pryor. Gets it clear to Gillies. Gillies fumbles. Gives it back to Jenkins. Chance for the legs now. Jenkins now chips away. Gallagher's left unattended at half forward right. Nobody within 30 metres of him. The ball not favoured, however, by the bouncers. Philip Gallagher appeared for some 15 metres rather, that it was going to bounce back into his hands, but the line won. Throw in. Button and Bythene. Button the tap forward. Barton gets clear, gets a handball out to Gallagher. Gallagher over the top to Turnbull. Turnbull to Ace. Brilliant football by Norwood. And a goal. Superb football, beautiful teamwork, culminating with the goal to Michael Ace, his second, and Norwood are back in front. 9-6, Central Districts 9-3.
Well, we've only played 9 minutes of this second quarter, but watch this in replay. It's been champagne football by both sides. Button with the thumb, comes to Barton, a long handball out wide to Gallagher. He in turn gives it to Turnbull. There's Ace, the running player. Ace looks where the goals were and pops it through, his second goal. This first 9 minutes of the second quarter has been brilliant football, firstly by Centrals, who booted 3 goals in 2 minutes. Now Norwood with the reply. Great stuff.
Bythene and Button. Bythene the tap. Hoffman loses it. Platten gets it. Puts it over the top. An awkward bounce from Craig allows Hoffman to recover. From centre-half back. Puts it in front of Michael Ace. Stone from behind gets fist the ball. Philip Graham it was that was giving support from behind. He gets the handball clear to Pryor. Pryor goes towards centre-half forward, looking for Michael Wright. Can't complete the mark. Nicholson back there for the Redlegs. Gets close to the line. Cleverly keeps it in play, however. Stepper there takes it. Loses it now. A kick off the ground by Wright. Heads back towards Platten. A little undecided what to do, Platten. Hoffman coming in strongly. Got into the head of Platten, says the umpire. And little John Platten will take the free kick at right half forward flank. Strong stuff that as Platten kicks high to the square, looking for more. Button up high, couldn't mark. And the ball has been rushed through for a minus goal to the Dogs to take them to 9-4, trailing the Redlegs 9-6.
A big crowd here at the parade, really enjoying this second quarter, as I made mention. First of all, it was Centrals, and now Norwood. Great stuff. Winter with the ball, taking plenty of time. Lead coming from Button. That's the way he goes towards the outer side ground. Bythene in charge. Button appealing to the mark, and it's paid. Neil Button on the half-back flank. Taking plenty of time, trying to settle Norwood down. The handball goes to Stemper. Looking out there for Hartfield. He marks half-forward flank. Brenton Hartfield, who opened the first quarter very, very well at centre-half forward. Taking plenty of time once more. High kick towards centre-half forward. Colasanti in front. From behind was Cochran. Thumped away. Hoffman playing the ball in front of him. Ducks the head. Goes to Michael Ace. He in turn to Philip Gallagher. There's an opportunity for Norwood. Gallagher in towards full forward. Colasanti is there. Also Jenkins. Bill Cochran. Play put on, however. Heavy body work and a free kick. Kicking in danger. It will go Greg Turnbull's way. And he's only 40 metres from goal directly in front. Number 17, Greg Turnbull. This will be his 8th kick. Already booted 2 goals. Chance to kick his 3rd. Norwood in front by 2 points at the moment. 11th-minute mark of the second term. Turnbull, umpire going slightly to his left-hand side. Turnbull beats his 3rd. Norwood 10-6, Centrals 9-4.
after that barrage of goals by Central Districts in the opening minutes of the second quarter, Norwood is steady. Now let's see how Turnbull won this free kick. There comes Bohm across from the side. The umpire indicating that he was attempting to kick the ball off the ground. Kicking in danger was the free kick. Turnbull kicked his third, and Norwood have kicked clear now by 8 points.
Back at centre, it'll be umpire John Hilton. Bytheen versus Button. The square all important. Take that ball away first. Bytheen, the big thump, goes towards Stemper over his head, supported by Andrew Ace. Handball out wide to Hoffman, to Noble. Good football, Norwood out of defence. Noble towards the half-forward flank. Lachlan, who's been quiet in the second term, thumped on towards Turnbull, playing the ball in front of him. 1 against 3, wins the free kick. And that's tenacity for you by Greg Turnbull. Half-forward flank. Plenty of courage, plenty of ability. And perhaps we haven't seen the best of Greg Turnbull because of injury. Lead on from Thomas is ignored. Lead on from Michael Ace into the pocket. He goes that way and Ace marks. Great mark, Michael Ace. Put down late by Lee Stone. But Ace marks in the pocket, within kicking distance, but the angle is very, very acute. Favourite for this year's McGarry medal. What a very talented footballer he is. Lead on from Thomas. Short back, checking on that occasion by Van Dommel. The angle is better. Still about 40 metres from goal. Keith Thomas, number 7. Half-forward flank, close to the man on the mark. Kicks on its way, the umpire slightly to his right-hand side. I think it's good, it is. He boots his first, and Norwood going away at the moment. Norwood 11-6, Central's 9-4. We'll take you back to the parade shortly, but I'll just repeat KG's football question for you. In that centre, it's Moore and Button. Button with the thumb. Van Dommel bustled off the ball to Philip Gallagher. Norwood once more going into attack to the half-forward flank. Graham, also Barton. Barton met heavily by Pryor, comes to Lachlan. Pryor tried to put him out of the game, couldn't do so, and the ball over the line. The throw-in will take place on the half-forward flank for Norwood. Norwood 11-6, Central's 9-4. Central's opened brilliantly in the second term. Now it's Norwood who've answered the challenge. To Hoffman, he can't handle it. Comes to Andrew Ace. In towards full forward, Hartfield, Cochrane back there. Ace to Turnbull, magnificent. You saw it in your screen. Is that talent for you? Unbelievable, Michael Ace. Handballed the ball to Turnbull going the wrong way, and Turnbull booted his fourth. Norwood 12 goals 6, Central's 9-4.
This is one of the reasons why Michael Ace is favoured to win the McGarry medal. Have a look at this, going the wrong way, slips it back to Turnbull. Beautiful football, and little Turnbull with his left foot has banged through his 4th goal. Now Norwood are 3 goals 2 in front. A remarkable turnabout. It's been a seesaw game. Firstly Norwood, then Centrals came back late in the first quarter. They kicked clear, and now Norwood are back strongly.
The bounce, Button with the thump. Norwood once more into attack. Earnshaw boots it back towards centre half-forward for the Dogs. In front is Nicholson, and he marks. Nicholson ever alive on the back pocket. Gives it to Noble. His kick towards the half-forward flank. Hartfield is there. He can't mark. Ball to ground. Players Thomas trying to crash the pack. Unfortunately for him, he's holding the ball, and the Central's free kick. It'll go to Stephen Bowen. Half-back flank, who's been given the job on Lachlan. Bowen towards the half-forward line. Over the head of Michael Wright. Finally, it's Norwood through Button coming out towards centre half-forward. Scrambly play at the moment. Pushed out towards Barton. He can't handle the ball. Stacks on the middle. Umpire Hilton will call for a bounce down just on the forward side of centre for Norwood. The Redlegs 12-6, Central's 9-4.
At the bounce, it'll be more for Central Districts, and Button, of course, for Norwood. Button the tap backwards, gives Gillies the run of the ball. Stemper cut across his path, gathers, kick, concedes ground. It's going Central Districts' way. Dunstan after it, hotly pursued by Vivian. In comes Bohm, can't control it. The ball's loose now. Van Dommel gets it back in the direction of Bohm. Runs the wide arc, steadies, kicks out wide to the half-forward flank. Chance for Pryor. Noble beats him heavily, but barely. Brings him to the ground. Look at the applause of the Norwood fans. Good defensive play by Malcolm Noble. The ball has gone out of play. Right half-forward flank for the Dogs. Bytheen from behind. Right, a long handball, heads in the direction of Peter Creed. Stop, left the ball behind, taken by Gallagher, wants support, gets a handball out wide. Stemper being held without possession, must take a free kick. Frank Stemper, the former Woodville player. What a great player he's been for Norwood. From half back, he beats the ball towards centre wing. Ace in front. Andrew Ace that was, couldn't mark. Vivian takes it to Van Dommel. Van Dommel wanting to get the handball going, loses the ball. Too slow, Van Dommel, and he and Ace, Andrew Ace, have a little how do you do behind. Hoffman comes in. Umpire can hear back there sorting players out. Meanwhile, back at the action, it's Lachlan with the ball. Gets a free kick. Gets a high kick in the direction of Colin Sampson. Takes the mark and plays on. Away goes Dick Hugo to Gallagher. Gallagher chips one in short, but it's not well directed. Philip Graham across there for the Dogs is clear. One bounce. Left foot now, back towards the centre of the ground to Vivian. There's another blue going on behind play. Turnbull and Billy Cochran. John Hilton comes in. He's going to play a free kick. It's going Norwood's way, much to the delight of their fans. Ken, did you see what that was for?
Yes, I did, David, and unfortunately I can't really comment on it, David, but I'll say this, that it's a very, very fortunate free kick to Greg Turnbull. There was interference to Greg Turnbull, but there was interference to a Central Districts player prior to Greg Turnbull getting that free kick.
Doesn't that always happen?
It does happen, and I'll say no more than that.
Turnbull lines up for goal number 5. And he's got it, but as Ken told you, it's a lucky goal to Turnbull. 5 for him, and Norwood's 13th, in fact, 13 goals, 6 to Central Districts, 9-4.
David, I won't criticise umpire John Hilton because he only saw what happened afterwards, but there was an infringement prior to that wasn't Norwood's way. When Central's way, unfortunately, Johnny Hilton was a victim of circumstances. He paid the free kick as he saw it.
Okay, let's get back. Plenty of how do you do at the moment. Fights galore. Bounce. Barton the Moore. Barton gets a hurry kick, hasn't covered much meterage, but punched on by Jenkins, gives Lachlan a chance. Brought to ground by Bowen. Clever football by Lachlan to Thomas. Thomas lines up the goals with a left foot kick. Cochran back there for the Bulldogs. Marks as he inside the line. It has been paid. No score, a mark to Billy Cochran. Cochran comes grandstand side. Button against Moore. Better judgment by Moore, takes the mark. Slips it to Gillies. Gillies chips in short. A good pass finds Hart. Promising build-up by the Dogs as Hart's long handball to Krieg. Krieg to left foot, it goes short. Good play by the Dogs. Run the ball the whole length of the ground, and it's culminated with a mark of young Trevor Rowe. Rowe is 30 metres out. He's directly in front. And once again, we have to say that the Dogs need to get a hurry on. Can he goal? Trevor Rowe kicks. Got the distance, got the accuracy. That was a fine passage of play by the Bulldogs. It's their 10th goal. It's the first to Rowe. 10-4, trails 13-6.
Well, it's an amazing game, David. It really is. Here's his passage of play. That's a kick-off by Bill Cochran. Fine mark on that occasion to Moore. He gave it to Gillies, the running player. Short to Hart. One bounce. Along the handball over. That's to Krieg. Krieg short, and young Trevor Rowe marks. A very promising player.
Bounce. Barton. Lachlan in trouble. Holding the ball, says the umpire. 3 to 6. Little Platten will take it in the centre circle. Wright's on a lead in that direction. Bytheen coming in late from behind, couldn't mark. Gallagher the crumbs. Wants support, concedes ground, but gets it back to Noble. Steadies to the outer side, looking for Ace out there. The set upon by 2 Central Districts players around the mix as the umpire, and Michael Ace will take the free kick outer side centre wing.
Michael Ace, kick number 9. Centre wing will put the legs into attack. Lead on from Hartfield, he marks half forward flank. Norwood controlling the ball at the moment, lead by 20 points. Going towards Lachlan, into the pocket, met high, free kick. Lachlan into the pocket, 50 to 60 metres from goal. Started the first quarter in brilliant fashion. Booted 3 goals, as a matter of fact, in that term. Lead on from Thomas, goes towards Michael Ace, and he marks centre half forward. Plays on quickly, steadies into an open goal, and he's made no mistake whatsoever. Boots his third, and Norwood good away. Norwood 14-6, Central's 10-4.
Winter to the outer side. The ball has been marked out there by Andrew Ace. Ace is at half-back. Boots the ball along the outer side, looking for Lachlan in front. Fists it on in the direction of Hoffman. Cowie's there for the Dogs, unloaded, but recovers, gets it to Platten. Platten in turn to Van Dommel, has a hurried and awkward-looking left foot kick towards centre-half forward. Gallagher's there for the Redlegs, gets caught but breaks the tackle easy. Away he comes towards centre-half forward, Woodcock in front and marks. Roger Woodcock, who earlier today booted his 600th goal. Great performance by him, finds Jenkins. Jenkins nonchalantly to Noble. Noble over the top to Woodcock. Woodcock away. Is this going to be 601? No, it's not. Offline for a point. Norwood at 27-17. Demoralising Central's 18-13.
And Roger Woodcock certainly doesn't miss too many of those opportunities, David, but what a fine performance. As you made mention, today booted his 600th goal for Norwood. A great effort. Cochrane with a kick-off to the outer side ground, and a fine mark on that occasion to Andrew H. H on the half-forward flank. Short to Keith Thomas, and Norwood, as I made mention a few moments ago, just doing as they like at the moment. No resistance whatsoever from the Dogs. Short, lead on from Woodcock. Effectively spoilt by Boehm. Krieg pushed over fairly. Comes to Platten, who hasn't stopped trying. A high kick back towards the centre of the ground. Bytheen in front. Spoiler was Noble. Towards Michael Ace. The handball out was a perfect one to Jenkins. He'll steady. In towards goal. It'll swing back. And Danny Jenkins makes no mistake. But it's his 4th goal. That's a magnificent performance. 28 goals, 17. Central Districts, 18-13.
Good spoil by Noble, as we see in replay. Comes to Ace. Perfect handball, as Ken told you, to Jenkins. With ease, Jenkins boots his 4th. The only interest really left in the game now is whether Norwood can kick 30 goals. We've played about 1.5 minutes of time on, and they're 28-17 at the moment to Central's 18-13.
Back at the centre, the bounce down. I've just been told by some Norwood supporters that's the highest score ever kicked by Norwood against Centrals. We'll confirm that hopefully during action replay. But Barton towards centre half forward, Hoffman behind, over the top of the pack, comes the way of Earnshaw. He gains possession, comes across the face of goals towards Lee Stone, has the running Boehm, goes to that player, has one bounce. Woodcock coming in, great tackle, pushed on. Woodcock gains possession. Centrals can do no right at the moment. Into the pocket to Hartfield. Cochrane the tackler towards Thomas. A hurry kick back towards centre half back. Earnshaw runs to dead heat with another player, which is unfortunate for Craig Earnshaw. He's down. Hartfield around the corner and pops it through for his 4th goal. So it's all Norwood at the moment. They can do no wrong. 29-17. Central's 18-13.
Well, it now seems a probability that they will kick their 30. What's this? Earnshaw run straight into by Cochrane, suffered a nasty blow to the head, and allowed Norwood the opportunity through Hartfield to boot yet another goal. In fact, they're 29. 29-17 in this last quarter. They've added 9 goals, 6. Fine performance by Norwood, but little endeavour by Centrals in this last turn.
Back at the centre, umpire Kinnear puts it down. Moore, Colasanti. Michael Ace, desperate as ever. Goes to Barton, return to Jenkins. Moore blocks the kick off the boot. Around the corner, looses Van Dommel or Vivian. Vivian the mark. Goes to Van Dommel. In turn to Hart. Over the top to Bytheen. Back to Mark Pryor towards Hart. Adler coming in. Hart gains possession. There's a hurried kick. Platten the mark. Platten on the half-forward flank. 40 metres from goal. His 23rd kick. Certainly has not stopped trying for the Dogs. Platten already booted 2. And this be his 3rd. Wait on the goal umpire. Umpire going his left-hand side. He's popped it through. And that's Johnny Platten's 3rd goal. And Central's 19-13. Norwood 29 goals, 17.
John Platten, in fact, has kicked 8. Has had 8 kicks in this final quarter. He hasn't stopped trying, as Ken told you. His 3rd goal, but it's a hopeless cause now for Central Districts. They trail by 10 goals, 4. The bounce, it'll be Moore and Colasanti. Colasanti the tap. Snared now by Barton. Has a bounce. With ease goes through centre half forward. Into the pocket, looking for Hartfield. Can't complete the mark. Turble's there. Also O'Brien. He sockers it off the ground, close to the line. And in fact through for a minor score to the Dogs. Not to the Dogs, to Norwood rather. It came off O'Brien's boot, but it's a Norwood point, 29-18 to Central's 19-13. Cochrane, grandstand side. Thomas up before acceptances. Chance for Stone. Oops, Colasanti hanging on too long, and Lee Stone the free kick. Hugo guarding the mark as Stone gets a handball over to Moore. Moore in turn sets it up high for Van Dommel. Not a good handball. He's got to contend with Andrew Ace. Does it cleverly to Vivian. Vivian kicks long to full forward, looking for right against Winter. Neither can mark. To the ground. It's Adler kicking it up the ground and putting it over line in the left forward pocket. Just about 30 metres around from the Bulldogs' goal. The throw in will be Bytheen. Colasanti rather, lumbering in for the ruck work. Bytheen gets the tap. Taken now by Rowe. He bangs in towards goal, and he's made no mistake. Trevor Rowe has booted his second goal, and he's not Central District's 20th. 2013 to Norwood's 29-18.
Here it is in replay. Bytheen with the tap. Comes down. Rowe the player. In towards goal and makes no mistake. Boots his second goal, but of course it's all over. Red Rover and Norwood have controlled this game for most of the day. They lead 29 goals, 18, a very, very impressive performance. And as David has told you earlier, they must be one of the favourites, one of the red-hot favourites to take out this year's flag. Reading Central was 20 goals, 13.
We're back at the centre as time is just about out. We've played almost 7 minutes of time on. Colasanti's knocked forward to Gallagher. Gallagher to Stemper, but his kick was smothered. Platten picks up with kick number 24. Puts it to the square, looking for right. Juggles, can't complete it. Adler in there to pressure him. Takes the ball clear and sends it out wide to Michael Ace. Michael Ace with a paddock in front of him. Pairs off. 3 bounces. Will he kick? Yes, he does, with kick number 26 to Brother Andrew. Oh, drops what he should have taken, but has support from Bart. Bart spins out of trouble, sticks it into the pocket, looking for Lachlan. Being pressured by Earnshaw, but gets away from him. Lachlan around, bounces, he's running into trouble, he's going to lose it. And now Van Dommel gets there for the Dogs. Gets the handball out to Vivian. Vivian around Gallagher, goes short to Platten, and the little fella can't take the mark. Noble's there to intercept for the Norwood side. Kicks it deep into the pocket, looking for Turnbull. Punch clear to Earnshaw. Earnshaw across the ground, looking for Gillies. Gillies clear as Woodcock pursues, but he's got plenty of time to swing round the corner. Stone from behind, eyes on the ball, and the second attempt, Hughes takes the mark. And there's the siren to end the game. A dominant performance by Norwood. They've run out easy winners here at the parade. The final score, Norwood 29-18, has defeated Central District's 20 goals 13.
Yes, it certainly was a fine performance there by the Redlegs, defeating the Bulldogs by 59.